Okay, I am Diana Caputo. I live outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I have been a freelance video engineer since around 1998. I've done World Series, Masters, Super Bowls, Final Fours. I've worked on every live sporting event in this country, both indoor and outdoor. Currently, I am the lead video operator locally here in Pittsburgh for the Penguins NHL team and the Pirates Major League Baseball.
Was your first impression when you sat down behind those creative grading panels the first time?
The first time we were in baseball last summer, and we had them in boxes outside the truck, and I was very eager to get them installed. So the very first day we installed one, and immediately sitting down in front of them, you notice the difference. They look like a video game controller. They look like something from this century as opposed to maybe some older models. The biggest impression I had was that the ergonomics and the functionality of just seeing them, seeing the lights, being able to sit in a dark room, see the numbers on the panels, to see the green, red, and blue lit up, makes the job much easier. Just the very first impression, I was anxious to turn them on and get started.
Oh, good. I will pass on this good news and compliment to our designers who worked very hard on it. What was your experience with creative grading over the many games that you already have done?
It has made my job as a video operator faster, more efficient, and gave me tools that I really didn't realize that I was missing. When you're shading live sporting events with all the different light variations, from the stadium lights coming on to clouds to sun, the app and the panel allows you to visually see with their graphical representation of what different adjustments you're making to gamma curves, to black stretch, to color correction. To have an actual visual representation of color correction is tremendous.
Did you get any specific training, or was it as intuitive as we planned it to be?
I have a lot of experience in shading, so certainly it needs, you have to be an experienced shader, I would think, to make a quick transition. We installed one RCP the first day on a studio camera, so we wouldn't make any live on-air mistakes. The second day, we installed a second one on a game camera, and then after the second day, I had no problem installing all 12 new RCPs and the 2 app panels to do a live baseball game, which out of all sporting events, baseball is one of the hardest sports to do live because you don't know where the ball is going.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of light changes and a lot of video shading and painting needs during a live baseball.
Okay.
So we had no transition really from other than just getting our feet wet. What we did in our truck, because our truck does other events with other clients, we created some default files so that when a video operator walked in, they already had some basic setups for the joystick and the different varieties of buttons that you could assign. So we made a default file that was very easy. And from what the engineers have told me is they've had no issues with a new video person walking in and being able to do the show.
Good. That's how we intended it to be. So
yes, it really is. It's very smooth.
Is there anything specific that you like most about the whole concept? I mean, the concept is the panel, of course, but also the app.
There's so many things I like about it. The app, I didn't realize how versatile that was going to be. That app allows me to take my tablet outside the truck to work on fiber cameras. I can manipulate the camera while I'm outside the truck. I don't have to now sit, I'm not locked in. And if you're doing a lot of shows that are what we call set, shoot, and strikes, there's a lot of times that you're up and down the stairs and in and out of the truck. And it may seem like a small thing, but it takes a lot of time to do that. And now I can sit outside the truck with the panel and see what camera's up and what light levels I have. And if I have a problem, I can stay outside the truck and work on with the field person to get the camera working. So that's freed me up in ways that I didn't anticipate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good to hear. Good to hear. Do you think there's anything comparable available in the market today?
There isn't. This is a new technology. This is something that doesn't exist. For instance, I do the World Series. I'm the lead on the World Series. I have 40 cameras. I have video operators scattered in a half a dozen different locations. It took me an entire day on a Sony platform to set up the RCPs and the cameras. And with the creative grading, I could do that in a matter of minutes with its ability for scene files. I can load the RCPs how I want the operators to see the RCPs. Everything from screenshots to how the camera is set up can be done with just loading a file. It's tremendous.
Great, good to hear. Thank you.